today we are doing a garden build, I guess. Okay. I seen a picture on TikTok, like an inspo picture from a creator named Furnishing, and she was just showing off like inspo garden pictures she made. So I'm making one of them. Okay. So this is from a drawing she did. I think it's a drawing anyway. But anyway, we go in. This is the kitchen and living space. It's all like combined, and then it's small. It's only one bedroom, and then the bathroom's upstairs in the bedroom, and then it's like I don't know what kind of house you would call this. It's like an open upstairs, whatever that is, and then they have like a small balcony out the front as well. I couldn't tell you what kind of style this is. It's kind of like Japanese-ish kind of, and then it's kind of not, because I kind of veered away from that as well. But the garden, massive. That was the main thing. So that took ages, okay? And then the rest of it, the picture I'll show you in a minute, but the picture was mostly the garden, and then the house was in like the background. So you can only really see the front portion, I guess, and I kind of like did my own thing, okay? But that's the picture that I'm basing this off of. So they had like the little platform balcony in the front connected to the house, and then like a little side area as well. And so there's like a fence there, I think. And so I made a driveway, if you guys seen that when we came in, but I made like a little driveway section, okay? And guys, you have to trust, you know how this looks, right? Remember how it looked before. Trust the process, because it looks so weird when I'm doing this that you really have to trust the process, okay? I'm sorry. I just started with platforms, and then first I started with terrain. I hate terrain manipulation, but I started with the terrain manipulation, and I raised everything up just like a tad. And then I did a couple platform levels, and then I made like a weird back and forth pathway all the way around in like a loop, I guess. And then this is like the main central spot where the house is, because of that little deck area they had in the picture. From what I could see, it was connected to the house and like went in. So that is what I did. And then I kind of just made my own side and back. And then sometimes when it was like looking a little like flat or weird, I added an extra piece. So I add a little bit onto what I have here, but this is basically the whole shape. So it's pretty small, like I said. And then on the left, I don't think I show it. I just show me building it. There is another like patio section there on the left behind the fenced off area, whatever you want to call that. And it's just there's another picture when it comes up, I'll show you. It was of a gazebo she also had an inspo picture for. And then in the middle, okay, so my thought process. So there was that pretty little pond area, okay? So I was like, pond's nice, but I would also like to have a swimming pool. So I made it harder for myself. I could have just did one thing, a pond or a pool, okay? But to get like a irregular shape, I did a mixture. I mean, you can have circle pools, but like within this section of my weird square paths, it wasn't working. So I did a square pool straight. It's like a lap pool basically. And then I did a pond right next to it. And then right now it's level. It's cool. It looks good. Okay. But then I realized you can't get into the pool because of my platform is too high. But I couldn't change the platform height because then I couldn't meet the other okay, it was complicated. Okay, I couldn't change the platform height. So I went back in and I upped the pool level, and then I covered it up with a bunch of plants. Okay, you'll see what I mean. Okay, and then this is what I added on to like the picture, because all you could see from the image was this like fence, and I was like, oh, that kind of leaves like a weird gap over here. So I did another fence in on the other side, and I made like a little driveway. I think that was my favorite part of the house actually, because I really liked the driveway section. But it was a pain because of the terrain and me trying to make it meet the top of the little, what would you call that? The little entryway. It was hard to make the train meet that entryway and still have the sim be able to get up there. Okay, and then I'm fencing off the whole thing with this stone mini fence, whatever you want to call this. And then, you know, it looks weird, okay, right now with all those weird stone things going on, but trust me, you remember how it looks, okay? Trust me. So those are like the debug planner boxes. Okay, and instantly when I saw the photo, I thought of these. So I was like, I have to use these, okay? So I just kind of use them around spots where I thought the path should curve. And then if I didn't have a good enough piece to do the other side, I would just cover it up with a bunch of plants and made like a squiggly rounded path, because that's what the image was. It was very rounded and nice. And in this, I had a hard time, okay? And then I gave up and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. I made it on the platform level. It looks okay. It's whatever, okay? I would have liked just to have the fence, but I put it on the platform because it was annoying me because the terrain wouldn't go straight for the fence to sit, right? So I gave up, okay? And then, yeah, I think that's basically, like, the thought behind all of this, okay? And then, yeah, I think it's more Japanese. So, I don't know. Someone tell me what the style is. I kind of twisted it because I didn't go full... I don't think I went full Japanese. I think I veered off a little at some point. But yeah, that's basically it. And then I just do the garden. Okay, it's a bunch of landscaping. I was having I only crashed once. Okay, and then I did save a little bit, but I'd planted so many plants that it was annoying for me to go back and replant the ones that I had lost because I crashed at one point. But I didn't lose a lot, but it was annoying. Okay, and then this is the other thing that she had of an inspo pin. And it's just like a little gazebo section. I've done these before. I just use a fence and make like a little square, whatever you want to call that, a gazebo, whatever this is. I have done them before, but she also had an inspo pic of it in there, so I've just added it in. And I just covered later on when I do the terrain. The landscaping, I add a bunch of plants on top and on the columns to make it more green. Okay, so this is, I didn't do flowers per se. I went lots of green shrubbery, okay, and then like the tropical plants. So I didn't do flowers a lot. I only did a couple because I wanted it to be green, not like colorful, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense, but that's the vibe, okay? And then very modern windows. I didn't look too closely at the picture for the windows and stuff. I just chose whatever looked right for the wallpaper I chose, okay? And then I don't know, like this is looking awful right now. I'm like, this doesn't look right, okay? So I had to make a couple edits to the building, and then I eventually figure it out. It looks okay. It's not my best work, okay? I'm looking at it and I'm like, wow, this looks weird. Okay. And then, you know, it was really upsetting. They don't have a gate for this stupid fence, so I couldn't. I was so mad, so I was like, I guess this could be my gate. The little divot in, that's the gate, guys. Just believe, pretend. So that's why the fence divots in like that on both sides. It's the gate, okay? There's no matching one for some reason. I was highly upset when I seen that. And then that's basically the exterior. I think I'm done. And then I just do a bunch of landscaping. Then this is me trying to fix the build, because if it looks a little flat, the wallpaper doesn't look right when you like transition. So I had to switch it up a little. And so I moved it out of like divot. And so now it's not flat anymore. Okay. And then that made me have, because the way I've done the roof is I have like I don't know what you call it, but the very edges are sticking out farther than the actual house. So it was sticking into the room. So I had to make a little fence area, and then it was sticking into the fence, which was annoying me. So I try my best to fix it, so there's only like a little portion of it sticking in, but on the other side there's a little gap where a roof should be, but I deleted the extra roof piece because it was still sticking through the wall inside. I hate when it does that. I don't know how to fix that. I just do the workarounds and try to cover it as much as possible, but I couldn't cover it up. It was too much roof coming in, so I had to delete that section. But yeah, I did this, and my window, it was hard for me to choose some windows here. I have Island Living, and then I think I have the family pack. I don't know what the pack was called. Growing Together. I think that's what it is. The Growing Together windows, and then maybe some Eco. I don't know if there's any. I know there's definitely Island Living. I don't know if I used Eco Lifestyle as well, but I did use Business and Hobbies windows, some small windows, and then some of the doors. And I think that's it. And then that stupid column. Okay. I wanted to do like a full on pillar, but it it wouldn't let me because I have everything on a platform, and I can't connect to contrasting block clusters, blah 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 blah. But I wanted to do a pillar there, and it wouldn't let me, so that there's a stupid column there. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like it, okay? But there's a column there to hold up the roof, because the roof was a little unsupported. I just felt like it needed a little something there, but it wouldn't let me put my actual first idea, so you get a pillar. And it's a very skinny pillar, so I don't know how much support you would have. Maybe I should have put another pillar there. But yeah, but I was mad enough about the first one, so and then like I said, this is my favorite spot. I don't know. And then I don't know what you would technically call the front door, because I have a door here, and then I have a door up on the balcony area. So I don't know. The front door would have to be that one, I guess, the where the patio is, because this is just like the under garage area. I don't know if you would want people coming through there. And I did do like a pathway to the front there as well. You can see the steps going down. So yeah, that's the front door. Okay, I've decided. I wasn't too sure when I was doing this, but I was like, yeah, okay, front door here, sure. And then I love this this stone was perfect. I don't know what stone this is, but the flooring I've used is perfect. I think I really like it, and I just went full gray and light brown trim for the roofs. I think it looks cute. And then I immediately did trees, because there was like a couple like big trees in the image she had, but I did like smaller, skinnier, neater trees, if that makes sense. I don't know. I always use these like trim. They look trimmed, or they're very neat. I don't know. These trees here, they're very neat. And then I immediately, since I have a pond, I use some bamboo. I always want to use the bamboo, but I never have a pond, so I can never use it. But today I have a pond, so I used the bamboo. And then this is basically what I've been doing for the rest of the 5 minutes I landscape, I guess. I don't know. I just layer a bunch of random plants, and then I configure it the way I want. And so I've laid out all of these like these debug planter paths, and like I said, I'm just trying to make it look curved, because in the image it's very like rounded and swoopy. Does that make sense? And so the image didn't quite have. I went too far. I was looking at the image, and I was looking at the lot sizes. I was like, I think it's kind of like this size. And so when I started, I was like, yeah, it's this kind of it. And then I did it, and I was like, oh, I'm quite big, aren't I? So I got quite a big garden. Hers is a little smaller, I think, because I have this like giant open pathway down as well. So yeah. And then this is so annoying. I hate it so much. When I'm too close to like a platform or a foundation level, it glitches and it doesn't let me place it where I want it, so it keeps hopping up and down, up and down, up. I get so mad. So at one point I went down into the basement and started raising things up into the level I wanted it to be in, and so a couple of things were like floating in the basement. There's no basement, but you can go down there and look. There's plants and various objects floating underneath the house, because it's I can cheat it up to the level I want it to have it to show. So that was my workaround for that. And yeah, I don't know. I think the round paths work okay. I like them. And then I like how I had some outside the like lining of the house or whatever. I felt like it added a little something. And then, like I said, here's my hiding this, what would you call this? The height difference of the pond in the pool, because I had to raise it up to match the platform level. And I think I went the deepest I could with the pond. It wouldn't let me raise it up anymore to match the pool. And then that's basically it, I think. And then after I do all of this, when I do every single planter, at one point I thought I was done, and I came back around and I had like 6 more planter boxes to fill. I was like, oh, Nate. There was so many to do. Okay, so I went back around after I filled it all up with like the regular build by catalog stuff. I went into the gallery and I grabbed, what did I search up? I just searched up tropical plants, because that was like the type of vibe I was going for, like very, I don't know, very neat and tall and very like organic. I don't know what I'm trying to say. They were cool looking plants. I don't know. And then I put this in here. It was like a feature tree. I don't know. And I was like, is this too much? I'm kind of blocking the house. And then I was like, well, the entrances are over here, so am I really blocking the house? And so I kept it because I thought it was pretty. I was like, oh, I should have a bendy tree. It's like a feature tree. I don't know. And yeah, I think that was like my thought process. And then you can see when I have the planter boxes on top of the platforms, there's like gapping and stuff like that, obviously because it's off the edge of the path. I just add more plants or I raise the terrain up to meet it, to cover up all like the gapping and mistakes like that. So I think it looks okay. And then I put a bunch of topiary, these like rounded shrub bushes as well and stuff like that, just to make it look like it's very taken care of and very like purposeful, if that makes sense. I don't know. And then I found, oh my god, I tried so hard to make it work. I found this like debug light thing that goes up a tree, and it was like made for a specific tree, but I couldn't find the right tree for it. So I was trying to make it work for my twisty bendy tree, and I couldn't make it work. I was so sad. It looked so good. I could have added my own, I guess, but it would have looked as good. Okay, it would have worked. Okay. And this is me. I'm adding. I add a lot. Okay. Yeah. I went a little far, but you know what? You can never have too many plants. Okay. You can never have too many plants. And then I don't know, maybe I should have added more plants onto the actual house. I felt like since the garden was so green and lush, I should give the place a break with the actual exterior of the house. I think I added like 1 or 2, but that was it. And here, it's starting to come together. Very lush, very green, and very nice. So I'm just covering up all the gaps and stuff like that. And then at the very end, I think I go back and add some terrain paint. All I do is add dirt underneath everything to make it look a little bit natural, or you know what I mean? Because if you don't have dirt, it looks a little weird. I don't know. But inside the planter boxes, it's actually pretty good. It has like a little bit of like a darker patchiness to it. It's not like a smooth green, if you know what I mean. So it doesn't look as natural and fake, you know what I mean? It looks real and has like a little bit of dirt or something going on there. But yeah, that's basically it out here. And then I added, it looks pretty cool, not gonna lie, at night. I put a lot of lighting out here and lined the pathway so it's all lit up when you walk through it. I should have did a walk through when it was nighttime, but I forgot. But yeah, and then I started adding because I was running out of plants. I was starting to repeat a lot, so I started adding some weird stuff. I added a bunch of cactuses. This is like my pop of color, these like red ground flowers. I think those are from, what are those from? Those might be from the adventure pack. What is that pack called? The Jungle Adventure. Thank you. I always get like half of the title. I don't know what it's called. And sometimes I was layering up the pathways to make like a full long one, because when you size, I was sizing these up as well. If you size them up, and then, well, if you size them up, the actual like stonage is like bigger as well, and so you can't have two different sizes. It just looks weird. So sometimes the pathways were overlapping, so I had to really cover those up. I tried my best. I don't know if I missed any. I tried. Okay, I tried. But yeah, I think it looks pretty dang cool, not gonna lie. I'm pretty proud of this. I don't usually go full out on the gardens, but today is that day. So if you like landscaping, this is the one for you. And I don't blame anybody for skipping ahead to the furnish, because that didn't take me very long at all. It was very quick and easy. And then I think I originally, this like, I don't know, this part here was really bad because I just had to cover it up with plants. It was because it's gapping because of the little porch area there with like I post under there because it's water. And then I had the foundation right next to me, so it was very glitchy and gapping. So I tried my best. And then that little patio section over on the left area, the gazebo, whatever you want to call that, I tried to make it as I made it very similar to over here, I guess. And like I said, this is irritating because they don't have any gates or anything like that. So yeah. Okay, I skipped a lot. I still had so much footage of me gardening and stuff like that, but now we've just gone back and added some more terrain and dirt paint. What the heck? Terrain paint underneath everything. And I don't know if it was because I did terrain manipulation, but my like terrain brush was like glitchy and it wouldn't like center on where I had my mouse. It was just like jumping and hopping around. I don't know if anybody else has had that issue, but I thought that was really weird. I was like, what the heck? But yeah, I think it turns out really cute and nice. It's so lush and green. It's so cute. And then I added a squiggly little terrain path in here for like walking around, because I had that such a big section. I was like, I might as well have like a path here. I don't know. There's nothing to do per se. And you know, there's a lot of plants here, but there's not a lot of actual skill building plant stuff here to do. But you can just add that in all the gaps I left, I guess. I wasn't even thinking about that, but I added a couple on like the little thingy over there. What is that called? A deck. I added a couple planter boxes there, but realistically, this is all for decor and looks, okay? But it's very pretty, I will say. I'm giving myself claps, okay? It's very pretty. And then that's basically it. And then I do lighting, and I think I show you guys what it looks like at night. I think it looks really pretty out here. But my favorite, I will have to say, is my little tree in the middle. It's very cute. But here we go. We are inside finally. But I think, yeah, I start with the kitchen. I was kind of, because I have like these light woods and then this like orangey wood going on right here in the windows. And then this is like the best spot for the kitchen, I would say, in my opinion, because the other side is right by the front door. And it was like a weird little gapping. It wouldn't have been big enough for the kitchen. So I did it over here. But that means my counters were kind of glitching into the window. But I also didn't want to move the counters up or down, so I left it like that. Okay, so just ignore the slight glitching of some of the windows into the counters. I did, okay? But I went very light and bright in here, very light wood here, and then I switched it up with the flooring. I did do light tile, and then I did a darker wood flooring. I don't know how I feel about it still. I think I regret it. I don't know if I like the wood floor. I was like, oh, should I go light? I wasn't gonna go light. I was gonna go that orangey tone, but I felt like that was a little too much. And then the light wood was a little too light, you know, it was too much lightness going on. And then this range, whatever you want to call it, sticks through the roof. Ignore that, okay? I see that. I try to cover it up. And then I was like, you know what? It looks fine. It looks like a vent, okay? that's the thought process. It looks like a vent. See, I was trying to put that over there, and then I was like, I don't like that. And I was like, you know what? You can't even see that. So I left it like that because all of the other ones were too short or too long. So this is what we had to work with, okay? But I like the kitchen. It's kind of, you know what? It's kind of small and kind of big at the same time. I don't have a lot of counter space, I would say, because I use that long counter on the right there, and it kicks up one of the counter spots. So I think that's what it is. But yeah, and then I used a middle, what is this called? The like circle island counters? I don't know. I did that, and then I did a like feature, what is it called? What is it called when you put a light over something? It's like a feature light or something? I don't know. I did that, okay? Over the little counter. And then this was a little bit of an awkward space because I have a door on the right, and then I also have a door on the left, so it all goes into this one area. And then I have to change the exterior just a little bit because of the stairs. I have this weird one tile gap, but the stairs would not fit there because I was slightly outside of the house. So I just extended that more so I could fit the stairs over there. Because I was like, wow, I really have the perfect lot for the stairs. But no, it led to nothingness. So I had to extend the house out one more tile to get it to fit over there. But that was all I made to the exterior, the changes. And then I think that's it for the thing here. And then I go to the living room next. And like I said, it was awkward because of the door and the other door. So I did the living room on the right to the front door, is what I said earlier, right? That's the front door, the big giant one. And then next to the glass door, I did a little desk area nook. And then underneath the stairs, I just threw a bunch of plants and stuff back there. So that's all good there. And then, like I said, this whole upstairs area became a bedroom. And then I was kind of stumped. I didn't have a person in mind for this because I did it off of it was an inspo pic, okay? I did it off an inspo pic. And then, so I didn't have a person or aesthetic quite in mind for the interior. So it's kind of like more general and doesn't have a particular personality to it. So I did a bunch of skill building objects in here. I did painting, I did piano, I did the logic skill telescope and the logic cable, and then I did yoga. Okay, you have a strong vibe going here, right? I don't know who this person is, but she's multi-talented, or he is multi-talented, okay? And then what else did I do? Oh yeah, there is planning. Okay, there are a couple of like planner boxes out here. And then there is, oh yeah, I made like a little bar section. Before we go upstairs, we go outside to do the patio section. And this, I felt like I needed a little bit of separation here, but I didn't want to close off the space. So I did a little arch with the spandrel. I thought it was cute. And then I'm using a lot of the mountain pack. I don't know what the pack is called at the moment, but there's my roof sticking in, so I had to delete it. It was annoying. So I had to fix that, and then it leaves like a tiny little gap there, but we ignore that, okay guys, right? Don't point out my mistakes. But yeah, and then I put it over there. Oh, well, technically, in my mind, I was thinking the front door is that one, but the sim always goes through the back because of the driveways there. That's the thinking. I'm smart, aren't I? But yeah, I think I did just like a little, yeah, this is pretty simple, very plain and white. And then I think I even switched the couch out because I like the book nook kit couch better. and then I threw some bookshelves over there, and then the desk, like I said, very simple and clean. So yeah, it's not very colorful, is it? This is a neutral house. Anybody could live here. And I thought this mirror would be a nice little feature, so I put that there. I wish it was the same height as the window though. Just like it's a slightly shorter and it's annoying. Oh yeah, and then does anybody I've done it once, but I don't know how to do it again. I know you can get rid of the other railing of the stairs, but I can't remember how to do that. So I did originally have a different set of stairs and railing. I had like I think I had the eco lifestyle one, and to match the windows and stuff like that. But it was you could see it so much through the window, it was annoying me. So I did this like skinnier, more industrial one, and it's not as like in your face that it's sticking through the window. So I don't like that, but I did what I had to do. Okay. Because I was like, should I just go no railing? Safety, we don't care about safety. But no, it looked weird, so I had to do a railing. So I changed it to that little minimalist one. Okay? But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts there. And then for the bathroom, ever since the pack came out, the sleek bathroom kit, that's all I've been using. That's literally the whole bathroom right now. I'm so sorry. I keep using the same stuff, but it's so good. And then I didn't get to do it because my bathroom shape was odd and I had too many windows. I wanted to do a custom shower again, but I had to use the bathtub, but it's fine. Yeah, there's a lot of patio space, so I had to think about what exactly, I had to make different sections, okay? So the first one, when you walk out to the door, when we get to it, is just like a little lounging area because the pond's right there. I thought that would make sense. And then when you go down, it's the hangout area. And then the next one is like the eating area and relaxing. I don't know. Because this is all I have here. Like, I just throw this lamp and then a couple bookcases and then we're done here. But yeah, I really liked this building from this picture. As soon as I seen it, I went to go build this. I literally finished it right after I seen the photo. I was like, I'm doing this right now before I forget. But let me know if anybody else has any like houses or builds they want me to try, because I had fun with this one. I don't know. I never, like I said earlier on, I never really do big and over, I mean like extra garden spaces. I just do like simplest. I'm very simple. I do the same garden every time. I'm like, yeah, I like these ones, I'm just gonna do these ones. But I went too far with the plants here. Okay, it was a lot for me. And here we are, we're outside finally to add more plants, and I finally get to use these like extra, these like giant garden displays. We have so many of these like big displays of garden that I never really have the chance to use them. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't really quite fit for the vibe, but this one's perfect because I just need a bunch of plants, so I just put them everywhere. There's a bunch of like cool ones that are much more suited to businesses or something like that, but I threw them in here because I felt like they have so many plants that it looks good. If you put more, it just looks good. But I kept it pretty simple, just 2 chairs and then a little seating spot, and then I put more plants over here and then another bench. So pretty simple is the vibes here. And then like I said, I put a what is it called, I think I used all of the Desert Luxe kit down in the other patio section. I just went a full sitting area with a bar. And then the Desert Luxe has this like open fireplace. I think it's meant to be outside, right? I think. So I put that down here, and then I realized it looked a little weird. I feel like a fireplace near a fence is not a good idea, but I did that, and I deleted the back and kind of made it like built in, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's like what someone would do if they would build this, but that is what I did, and I think it looks cute. And it matches the vibe because it has like the same stony and browns textures that have been going on in the whole build. So I felt it matched the vibe really well. Yeah, that's basically all that's here. Sitting area, fireplace, and then I should have put a music thing out here, but I didn't even think about it. I just left it like this, and then I think I threw in a barbecue and more plants. Oh wait, the barbecue goes on the other side. So I have, yeah, this is just plants and decor. And then underneath the patio section, I use the hot tub. I don't know what hot tub it's from. Well, I don't know what pack the hot tub is from, but I used the stony one, the big giant like textured stony hot tub. I don't know what that's from. And then just a barbecue that's from Desert Lux, I think. And then I used a little, I think, a base game seating area because it has like the nice wood panels, wood texture I was looking for. That's it here. And then I think we go upstairs. But let me think. What's my favorite spot? I don't know. I think I like the pool / pond area because I like how I like how I combine them. Because I didn't want it to be like a giant waste of space. Well, a pond's not a waste of space because you can fish in it, but I didn't put any like fishing thing there. But I was like, I don't really want it to be a giant waste of space. So I put a pool there, and so you can exercise and do some laps. Okay, I really like the pool, and then the garden. Okay, so pool, garden, and then I guess the interior. Yep, that's it. Tell me down below, what is your favorite part of the build? I had, yeah, like I said, that's it. Oh, wait, no, I'm lying. That's not my favorite. The garage area, the carport. Hold on, I have to rethink. Carport, pool, then garden. Okay, I've changed it up. I have like 4 now. But yeah, that's it. So I think that hot tub fits in really well. I don't know what it's from though. I can't remember. I don't know. Is it from Desert Lux too? Did they have a hot tub in there? I don't know. I can't remember. And then I kept the upstairs pretty simple. And I used this last time too. I literally just did like a planty build, but I didn't make a giant garden. I made a flower shop. So I'll put that up above if you haven't watched it. But last time I made a flower shop and I used this wallpaper as well. But this is plants too, so I still needed to use it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm using the same stuff I've used. Did I use this bed too? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm sorry if I used this bed already. I'm losing it. I'm replicating all of the same stuff. But no, this is different. It has a whole walk-through garden area. It's cute. And then that's it. I really love this like olive tree. I don't know why. It looks so clean and neat. And then I like the little organic, the Japanese tree in the corner. I like that too. Yeah, I think I kept it pretty simple, and I really like this. I think I recreated the same bedroom. I feel like I've definitely just duplicated this bedroom over from the other build. I don't know what happened, guys. I'm sorry. I'm rewatching this back and realizing it looks very similar. I'm sorry. But it looks different as well. Okay, this one's more, I don't know, neutral. The other one was more colorful, just like slightly more colorful. I don't know. But this one is much more, because it doesn't have as much personality, I would say. It's very chill. And that's it. It kind of seems empty to me. I usually really clutter my builds, but this one's pretty empty for me anyway. It might feel quite cluttered to you, but I usually overly clutter and shove as many objects in as much as possible. But since I didn't have a particular style or person in mind, I just did whatever. And I'm not sure. I might be blocking something here because I didn't play test this, but I shoved all 3 of those objects in there. A yoga mat, a telescope, and then the meditation tool. My bad. I didn't play test that. I trusted that I had configured it correctly. And then just a little chest table. It's very cozy, I think. I think I did 10 out of 10 vibes. Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I have to finish my I have to finish my supernatural builds. I have so many left to do. Why did I say I was gonna do all this? Okay. Who should I do? I think I was gonna do the bookshop and what is it? The bookshop and a tea store next. I think that's what I was gonna do. I'm like 80% sure that's the one I'm doing. Okay, and then I don't know what else I'm gonna do. I have a gameplay of a random simulation game I played coming out on Friday, but that's all I have planned so far. So if anybody has any like ideas or suggestions, please drop them down below. Give me ideas to do, okay? And that's basically it in here, I think. Oh yeah, and I have to do the bathroom. Like I said, it's literally the sleep bathroom kit. So there you go. I have an issue, okay? This house is basically, the interior is basically the same as my plant houses before. My bad, okay? I will do something crazy next time. It will not look the same, I promise. But yeah, that's basically it in here. But thank you guys for watching my video, and if you enjoyed the vid, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. See you guys next time.